What's going on, YouTubers? What's going on? It's Snaggletooth Mike. Yay, yay! East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. Anyway, y'all, I've been cleaning up my office. It's been about 4 or 5 months of crap all over the place. I have organized a lot of my GI Joe weapons that I've been accumulating for about 5-6 months now. I have like a lot of weapons and stuff for these particular Wave 2 Joe figures, or Generation 2 G.I. Joe, along with some of the G1 Joes. I have weapons for some I didn't know I had, and a lot of weapons I thought I had for a lot of the figures I don't. I have gotten rid of some of the vehicles. Some of the ones I really liked I put in the other room. It was a stretch to do it, but I did it. These ones I keep here for now. I did get rid of one extra Triple T tank. And I did keep some of these. Here you got a Conquest X30 at the bottom and a Night Raven. A Night Raven, I need 2 of the wheel covers for the 2 rear wheels. And I need that top piece for the gun up top. As you see, it's all silver. It should be silver and black. And then that will be complete. That would be my... Last year I must have had about 13 of them. I've all of them I've kept 4, then I kept 5, and now this is the 6th one. Conquest X30, I believe that's the 3rd. These 2 I think I'm gonna hang in here somewhere. It's gonna be a little difficult because like I spend more time in this, and obviously I spend a lot of time in here. I very rarely spend time in the Joe room unless I'm putting something in there. So I haven't really thought where I'm going to put them as of yet. I would like to have them stationary to the ground, but because I really don't want to put, I don't know. I have to really sit back and think. Yeah, and and of course, right here you can't really see it, but that's the Night Boom, I believe, which is basically this is the Night Force hydrofoil. I still haven't gotten any of those parts that I need for that. And then for the Melloway Triple T tank right here, I need one of those missiles. And then there's a Dragon Boat up here. They made 2 of them. One is a darker blue than the other one. I need 1 missile and 1 depth charger. I did have a depth charger that I brought at the Joe show and I lost it. So I have to get yet another one to finally complete that. Then those little, I don't know if you guys could probably see just a little bit of them. Those 2 roving robots. I still need the 2 antennas to complete those. And for the Firebat, which you can't see it, but I still need like I think 1 or 2 missiles and 1 of the rear wheels for that. And yeah, I have purchased some G.I. Joe stuff that did come in. There's about 3, I believe 3 single figures. I got the whole wave 1 of the alternate packed gun bit figures, which is 4 of them. I believe it's Duke, one of the ninjas, Gung Ho, and Shipwreck. So I got all 4 of those. I decided to get them all packaged so that way it'd be a lot less confusing when I look in the book and I know what I have. So some figures, if they come on single card or something like that, I'm going to get them on card versus getting them loose. Only because it's easier to figure out what's what if I have them on card than if I have them loose. Especially for like the figures that come with them stupid discs. So obviously the next couple of hours it is going to be June 1st, July 1st, January. I do this shit all the time. My J's get mixed up. It's going to be January the 1st, 2026. Hopefully we'll have a decent 26. My 25, I think since I lived here, I think my 25 was probably my most prosperous financial year, I would say. So I'm hoping it will be just as good, if not even better, for 26. I really hope it. I got some things lined up, and I hope it works out this year than it has the last couple of years. But one never knows. But I wish any and everybody who's good with me, prosperous and a greater 2026. My 2026 is kind of starting off a little because obviously I lost a cousin, my cousin Lisa, first cousin at that. She passed away weeks ago, and her funeral is the 5th of January. So I'm going to be starting off the year with loss of a family member. But that's part of life, man. Life goes on, we move on, and I feel a certain way. I mean, I loved her. She was my cousin. Last time I saw her and spoke to her, my brother was alive. So that was about 4 years ago. Because we're in 2025 now, and the last time I spoke to Lisa and saw her was around the time he passed away, even before his funeral. So I'm not the kind of person to be a bigot or a hypocrite. I just call shit for what it is. I think we all should start giving people their flowers, love, and respect while they're alive. But we all always seem to do it when people pass away. I think it's guilt. I mean, you never know. I mean, I'm not close to a lot of people in my family. A lot of people in my family aren't that close to me. Was she my cousin? Yes. Did I love her? Did I know her? Yes. You know what I mean? So, dying is part of life. That's the biggest part of life. Is death. But anyhow, I don't want to, have this thing being so morbid. But, yeah. I just really hope my 2026 is going to be even better, less stressful, and more better than my 2025. I'm not a superstitious person. I don't believe in superstition and all that luck and this and that. So I'm just gonna say, I hope it's a better one. I hope it's just as good financially as 25, but it'll flow a lot better, and it will be a better year, hopefully, for me in every aspect of the way, and a more prosperous, safe, and lively 26 for my mom, all my kinfolk, all my friends, acquaintances, hell, even for people that don't like me and I don't like them. Outside of that note, I've been up here for hours just not rearranging, just organizing, getting more stuff in order and figuring out what and where I'm going to put what and where. And of course you might say, hey, that stuff is crooked. Yes, it is, but like I said before, it's the way this was made. I mean, obviously, when we bought this house, they didn't gut this whole attic and then use the proper measurements to measure everything right. You know what I mean? So that's why stuff look like it's warped or whatever. That's just the way I had to put stuff up here. And being that I didn't have like straight walls with a ceiling up here, you got to deal with the arch and angles of a attic because obviously water, snow, and everything you don't want this stuff to sit and then collapse on the house. So everything everything runs down a certain way. That's why attics and houses are built the way they are, unless they're a building, which is buildings are built differently because of the way the roofs are and the way they make the structure to deal with those weights versus a house, a private house at that. So that's why, when you look at buildings, you're like, yeah, but buildings are square and got a flat top. That's why. It's a whole different structure on how they build everything versus a private home, being that it's anyway, whatever. So yeah. So that's my 2026. My 2025, I would say, I think I did say that I want to get more into depth of, I don't remember if it was the whole 2025 where I decided to shoot straight into this, or if it was during the early 25, or if it was back in 24. I don't even fucking remember. But I did say that I wanted to try to get the mass majority of all of the G1 and G2 G.I. Joe stuff, more in order. And I have finally made my mind up for the Transformers. I'm not gonna go with the. I mean, I would like to go with the masterpieces because they're bigger and they're accurate to the toy line and comics as well. I mean, TV show as well. But I think it's more feasible for me to go with the studio series stuff. You know, they're gonna be slightly larger than. They're not gonna be that much bigger than the GI Joe figures, but I don't really care about that. I just think they'll display really well with the Joes. So that's basically my plan on having them scattered around my Joe stuff. I think that'll look pretty badass. Outside of that, excuse me, I got that weird cream and weird blackish and green camo type boat. I think it's like a boat or something that comes with a Frostbite figure. And I didn't realize how heavy that fucking thing is. It's a heavy box. But that came in today. Tomorrow I should be having the 3-pack of the other comic series or classic comic. It's like the 3 Russian guys. The other day, the Cobra Troopers, 2 Cobra Troopers and Lady J came in. I think I have both of those troopers, and I may even have the Lady J. I don't remember, but I have it now. So once that other comic pack comes in, it'll go right here in this corner. I think I'll be done with those ones. Then there's some more single packs, discs, ones and stuff that I need. And then I gotta start worrying about more individual and direct to consumer and all that other stuff, along with saying the other Joe stuff that I need to acquire for the original G1 Joe line. I've said this repetitively over and over again. I have put a lot of weapons like for the original Snow Job. He's basically complete. I got an extra big boa with the tube for his mouthpiece. He's missing a right glove. I have another Warthog version of Sword of Slaughter with no hat. Then I got the Team USA Sarge with no baton. Then I got here Baroness. He needs a gun. Norgahide needs his knife. That Spike shit. His bow. His hat and backpack. These are all extras. Xandar needs his gun. Destro needs his gun. Shipwreck is complete. G1 or original Snake Eyes is complete. Chuckles needs his holster and gun. Refrigerator Perry is complete. And then I have Doc. Doc is basically complete. Original Roadblock needs his gun and stuff. Mindbender is complete. The Cobra Officer is complete. Zap is complete. Version 2 Storm Shadow needs his that Ninja Spike shit. Both original Storm Shadows need a couple of things. Law needs Order and his Uzi, I believe. Lowlight is complete. Freedom is complete. Ripcord is complete. Torch is complete. Firefly that I kept is complete. Red Dog needs his gun. Scrap Iron needs his missile bay. Mutton Junkyard is complete. Mercer is complete. Leatherneck is complete. Blowtorch is complete. So all these are extras that I have that are complete. Then I have some drivers like the Strato Viper. Original Wild Bill. I forgot the guy's name. He looks like Chuck Norris, but he drives one of those vehicles. He's missing a couple of things. Then you got Copperhead and Slipstream, which are also complete. Then I have some of my regular figs that are like 82, 83, like Airborne, Short Fuse, Ripcord, I think Grand Slam, and some of the other guys here. Because I have 3 of these. And my plan is to put figures in here. So here's one I'm going to put in here for like 84. Whoop. Then I have another one here which should have figures in it. Figures and weapons most likely. Whoop. So here I have figs in here as well already. So here we have a Steeler, a couple of figures in here. And we have here, what's her name? Scarlet. And I think I have another one that may or may not be complete. Oh yeah, so this one also has nothing in it. There it is. So there you have that. So I'm gonna put figures in this one since I already have it open. Yeah. So I'm gonna figure out which ones I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna have I don't mind having extras of all of them. If I could put them in there, that'd be perfect. This one doesn't have the actual weapon thing. Does this one? I didn't even check. I think it does. Yeah. So this one does. It's alright. So yeah, man. Once fam Eric gets back from his vacation with the wife and newborn, I'd probably meet up with him and pick up that Tiger Force Outback that fam Alex has for me. I gotta give him money, and also I have some comic books for him as well. You know, like I said before, fam Eric left. We sort of have met up a couple times to get that. But, you know, we both been busy and there's no rush. They're family, so there's no rush. So I am going to put some figs in here. But I'll probably want to put in some of the ones that I don't have. I'll probably put one and one. I'll probably try to put all 83 guys in here. Okay. A lot of 82s. Got so many 82s here, it's crazy. I'll probably put Airborne in there as well. I got so many of these figs. It's crazy. But I do want to kind of put these guys as well. These are like 83, so I'll put them in there. That is an 82 Scarlet, so I'm not going to put her in there. I'm just going to put like the 83 guys. I think I have another Cobra Commander here. So I'm going to also put him in there. I think that's an 82 hooded Cobra Commander, right? No, that's an 83 as well. Alright, that is an 82. That is an 82 Snake Eyes, so I won't put him in there. I'll probably put Destro and Baroness in here as well. I'm going to try to put it what I can. So, let's do it. All these guys I have already in the other room on display, and I really don't mind having these ones again, because, you know, my plan is to get as many of these as possible and fill them up with Joes. That's just something I'm doing, you know what I mean? I'm just putting them anywhere. I don't really give a damn about where they are. Put him here. I'll put this guy here. Who is that? Who's that? Cobra guy. Where the hell did I put him? I do want to put him here too. See if I can get Ripcord in there. I would put Doc in here too. You guys know how I feel about Doc. Said it before and I'll say it again. He reminds me of my late god grandmother's late boyfriend. I mean, when I say this guy remind me of him, he reminds me of him. Oh wow. I'll put him here. You should be able to go there, and then I'll put. Gotta have rock and rolls. So there you have that. I mean, I probably could put some more Joes there. I'm real funny with doing stuff like that, but maybe I should. Let's see, who can I put here? Maybe Storm Shadow. One of these Storm Shadows. Maybe Doc. Maybe Doc as well, right? I don't have to, like, you know. See who else I can fit here. Which roadblock is this? 82? Nope, 83. So I'll probably put roadblock in there as well. I gotta put these backpacks on one side because they're gonna slide off. Which Zap is this? Is this 82 Zap? Yep, 82 Zap. Should put Spirit in there. Yeah, why not? Why not put Spirit in there? I think Spirit will go hand in hand next to Storm Shadow, like in the old cartoons. Right? Sadly, I don't have any more room for another Joe, so I'm just gonna try to close this up as fast as I can. There it is. And I have two full, and now I just gotta do this one. I don't know who am I really putting here right now, but maybe I should put Destro. Yeah. We'll put Destro. I'm gonna also put the Baroness. Because I really want to do 82, 83, 84. I don't really want to do 85 or any other ones because then it'll be way too much. So I really want to put like the early 80s in here. I'm going to put Doc. I do kind of want to display Doc though. I love displaying him, but that's alright. I'll preserve him. Should put Zap because he could break, even though he's 82. Actually, let me put Major Blood in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put Scrap Iron because I don't have his missile thing anyway for him, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in there. I should put another Firefly in there as well, and I think I'm gonna put that other Snake Eyes and Zap. Just have some bangers in here. I'm just gonna mix them up. I wasn't going to, but ain't no fucking, you know what I mean? It's my shit, right? Why not? Why the F not? So yeah, we're gonna put Snake Eyes in here and Zap. I think that'd be pretty dope. Two nice expensive figs in there. Should put the other Storm Shadow in here as well. Scarlet. Zap definitely, because I don't want him to break. Zap is one of the most expensive figures. I know I have her weapon. Got two more spots here. I think I'm gonna put Blowtorch in there. I should put fucking Snow Job, right? Or Mutt, maybe. Maybe I should take this dude out. Yeah, I'll take him out. I'm gonna put Mutt and Junkyard in here. I don't even know if this shit is gonna close with him. But we're gonna put him in there too. Take off that, and who's the other guy I was gonna put? Another Storm Shadow. Oh, I was gonna put Snow Job. I don't really like his this one. This how I got it. It has yellow skis and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put another Storm Shadow in here, just because he's probably the best one to pick out of here. And plus, you know, Snake Eyes is in here too. I mean, you know, shit like this, I should be able to get a couple of $100 if I do decide to sell. Right? Let's see if I can get all this in here. Whoop. Oh man, I already know that. But I already know that must have went far. Oh no, right here, right? Nope. No, he's right here. So it didn't go as far as I thought. Thank God. Always gotta be Baron. There's always gotta be a female, right? So I don't know how this is gonna close with Junkyard in there, but there you have it. Let's see. Oh, it closed. Perfect. So now I got 3 of them full, which I didn't have before. So I'm already ending my 2025 like I should have been, you know what I'm saying? Like I should have been doing it from the gate. Still have, oh shit. What the fuck just happened? Oh, sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention. So just doing a lot here, y'all. I'm gonna check, actually, you know, let me put this in here. And then throw this in here. Oh man, I got a couple more Cobra Commanders right here in my face. I wasn't paying attention to. It's all good. Hooded Cobra Commander, blue one. And I have a Cobra Bat that needs 2 accessory extensions. He needs his hand and the other weapon. Then I have here a Cobra Bat that I brought by mistake. I sort of had brought the one that had the blue bottom here but the red, and I got it mixed up. This is version 4. So that came in the mail, and I kind of screwed up. Spent the extra money on something that I fucked up on. The problem with G.I. Joes too, sometimes it's a common screw up because they make, you have to really pay attention to the books, because they really make it fucking difficult for you to, you really gotta really concentrate on this stuff. If not, you're gonna fuck up, like what I've been doing. And he actually needs his hologram chest piece, but that's a lot cheaper to come by than his weapons and him. He's still a $40, $50 figure, just like that. So yeah, I still have to go through some other figs. Him, I'm gonna go ahead and put him on back here when I get up. I'm gonna, I normally always go to sleep early for New Year's. I'm not really a Happy New Year kind of countdown guy. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get like a lot of fucking phone calls. But I'm gonna be asleep. I am extremely tired. I'm like almost sickly tired. So if I don't ever wake up again, God bless everybody, and I hope everybody has a great one. Because as of lately, I've been feeling sickly tired, like not healthy tired. I told my wife and my kids that, and they get scared and angry, but they know the routine. They know what needs to be done if it needs to be done. I always like being over prepared and ready, than to not be prepared and not be ready. So my wife and my kids don't like when I say certain things, but I can't help the way I feel, and I don't feel too good. I've been feeling real off lately, and like sickly off. I hope I see 2044. But that's not up to me, and like I said, I have been feeling real like sickly for the last couple of weeks now, and today the last couple of days I've really been feeling like I can't explain it. Today extremely so. Like I woke up yesterday to a bad nosebleed, and it took me a lot of tissue just to wipe. It was crazy. Real weird, man. And then today I just feel real, and I don't think it's my diabetes and nothing like that, because I've been taking care of myself a lot better than I have, if that makes sense. But sometimes you can do something late and it could be late, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, ain't really much to report. Like I said, I already said what I was going to do here. My wife and kids know what to do if I go to sleep one day and I don't get to wake up. People ask me all the time, like, well, how would you feel? I'm like, well, I'll be dead, so it wouldn't be no way for me to feel. But truth be told, I told my wife and kids that, if they get rid of this shit, donate it, throw it away, burn it, put it in garbage bags and put it on the curb, that's their fucking business. I won't give a damn because I'll be dead. Whatever my family in this house decide to do with it, because it's all up to my wife and my kids. Nobody has dominion over my car, my motorcycles, or anything. They have to figure out a way to do what they want to do with it, and that's it. If they want to learn how to ride motorcycles and keep the bikes, that's on them. If they want to sell the bikes, they have to split everything. in this house that's mine. My wife has dominion over everything, and then they all come to a discussion and do what they need to do with it. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody fighting over anything. My kids and my wife aren't like that, so I would never have to worry about that. But there's things in place anyway. Always get a will and testament, y'all. You guys need that, because you never know when you pass away what shit would happen after. You know what I mean? You never know. Because to be honest, my youngest son and my oldest daughter, they have a real good relationship and rapport. My oldest son, he has more of a great relationship with his mother than any of us. He's like, me and him don't have, and not because I'm an evil person. He's just, we never really had that kind of stickle, just different. We love each other, we respect each other, and we have conversations, but we're not close. I am extremely close to my youngest, and I'm close to my daughter, and of course I'm close to my wife. But my wife and my oldest son, they have a really good rapport and relationship. But he doesn't have a good rapport relationship with his other siblings. But I don't know. I can't explain it. It doesn't make him bad or them bad or everybody, oh, that's fucked up. It's just the way it is, man. Like they said, you can pick your friends, you can't pick your family. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that you hate them and they hate you. It's just, everybody's different, man. You gotta respect everybody's space and how everybody feel about each other. I'm not the kind of person that forces hands and oh, well, you gotta do. No, man. Everybody gotta learn things on their own, man. I mean, they no drugs, no bad habits or street habits. Wearing your pants off. There's certain things I will not tolerate. As a man and as a parent, anybody living in my household, including my wife, and I'm pretty sure that's vice versa as well. But outside of that, my floor is extremely clean compared to what it was when I woke up this morning. That's for sure. I do have the Battle Force 2000 vehicles right here, all of them. I do have to put them all in Fortress mode because that was the whole point. I still have a couple of days to figure out what I'm gonna do with some more. I think these vehicles at this particular point I'm keeping. Again, with the Night Raven and the Conquest X30, I'm thinking about hanging them up here somewhere. I don't know, but I'll figure that out when I get there. Then I have a couple of boxes with some of the G1 G.I. Joe weapons, like all types of different weapons. And then I have one box. You guys can't see it. Wait, can you? No. And that one has like the G2 G.I. Joe weapons. I do have to go through some of these, bag and tag them as well. So I'll have a complete figure once I figure out what's what. Because I have this box right here, and this box has there's figures here that are complete, and their weapons and stuff are in this box. Obviously, I'm gonna need a bigger box to put this stuff in, but I can see a lot more floor. But that's only a matter of time before I won't again. But yeah, man. I don't know where I will put the Devastator once I build it, but I'll definitely find somewhere to put them. I already see that I'm already running out of shelf space, so there was a part of me that was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have opened up the Transformers. I should have took them shits back, got my money back, but maybe I'll just keep them in robot mode and just have them scattered around. Maybe I won't combine them. I haven't really decided yet. But yeah, man. So what's destined for the G.I. Joe room is obviously that Melloway Triple T tank right here, and this Night Force version of the Hydrofoil. Those have to go in the room, but they're in here because if I have G.I. Joe, like those two vehicles, for instance, The Triple T tank is missing that one infrared missile. This is missing the actual missile cover, and I think it's missing a couple of guns. One of the depth charge pieces and some other stuff. It was missing a lot more shit than what them guys said at the G.I. Joe show. I mean, I paid up for that stuff. Well, me and Fam Eric paid up for it, but we still got a great deal because you got guys that was charging anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 for just for one Night Force vehicle. And the fact that, obviously, I think it was day one or day two. We went to it was day two. It was day one. It was Saturday morning. But I actually got inside without showing my badge and stuff. Fam Eric and Alex was looking for me, but I was already making deals. And by me making that deal with these guys, nobody took it upon themselves to want to give them the $3,000 for all the Night Force shit. Actually, I think it was $3,500 or something like that. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, wait a minute, everybody else was walking around selling Night Force shit for like $1,000 to $1,500 fucking dollars a piece. This guy had almost virtually everything, and nobody was. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But we made the deal. I would have brought it anyway, but Fam Eric is like, yeah, let's do it. So we, he took the shit that he needed, and I took the shit that I needed. And the kind of person he is, he let me get priority over him. But it was still fair, just like with my boy Dave, one of my friends I grew up with. Even though I'm a lot older than him, he works for Amtrak, and I think in 2020, I think it was before or after COVID, I can't remember, but from Hospital Matt, I brought a nice size G.I. Joe collection from him, and with David, I mean, I could have kept a lot of shit, but there was shit that I needed, that he needed, but because I took other stuff, I let him get that stuff. Like, I could have been like, oh, nah, I'll just, whatever, nah, I don't do that. There was shit that we both needed, but because there was another figure I picked, I let him get that one and vice versa. And then there was like 2 Toxo Labs in there. I could have been an asshole and kept both. It was 2 in there. The fair thing to do was to split it 2 ways. And that's what we did. I put more money into it, but he still got a lot of shit that he needed, and it worked out fine. He trusts me, I trust him. He knew he wasn't dealing with a greedy motherfucker. That's the kind of person I am. Like, just like with Fam Eric. Fam Eric, same thing when we did that deal with Cece, with Futura's ex-wife. At first, he brought all the toys from her, and then about a month or so later, we wound up buying the clothes, a lot of clothing and stuff. We did everything 50-50. When we did the toys, there was shit that he let me even have extra shit, and I'm like, nah. He was persistent on it. So we took shit that we both kept. Then we took shit that we took to the market and sold. And then we had other shit we sold individually, and same thing. So is this a guy I would ever buy a storage unit with? I mean, this is a guy I would trust him in my house with my family. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that widely with a lot of people, but Fam Eric and Fam Alex, these are like brothers. Like, they're both blood brothers. And again, these are guys that I knew for about 3 years now, and I feel like I knew them over 30. Real cool dudes, man. Like, down to earth, straightforward. They're a lot younger than me, but they're still grown ass men doing grown ass things, taking care of their family like grown ass niggas do. We all come from the hood, projects and dirt poor. All 3 of us got families. 2 of the 3 of us are blood family, but we consider all 3 of us family, if that makes any sense to you guys. And all of us are legally happily married men, and we all own homes. And we all hustlers, and we all do grown-up things to take care of our family. So there's no way on why I wouldn't have a good rapport and good relations with them. A lot of love and respect there on both sides. You know what I mean? Like, they're cool guys, man. And but going back to this and getting out that mushy shit. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I still have my original G.I. Joe Bates store New Balance. I got the Cobra Commanders and the Roblox. The boxes got fucked up over time, so I just put both of them in acrylic. Really, really nice sneakers. Never wore them. Who would have ever thought that I'd still keep them? I took them out to the flea market and tried to sell them numerous times and couldn't, and glad I didn't. So it was meant for me to keep them. I still got to get parts for that missile or that mobile command center, which is the 2003 version. I don't remember if I had the sticker sheets in there, but there's parts that I need for that. And one day I got to sit down and thoroughly go through that again to see what I'm missing. I know I'm missing something for some stuff in the room too. I think my G.I. Joe General is missing some missiles, but that shit is so deeply. I mean, it's just to me it's too much work. But this is right here, so I don't mind doing that. So yeah, my plan for this upcoming year is to try to finish off this G.I. Joe shit. Period. Some of y'all might say, "Oh, when you do that, what are you gonna collect next?" I think I'll be done with collecting. I'll probably concentrate more on. I mean, really nothing. Some of y'all might say, "Oh yeah, right." Nah, to be honest, no. I might buy some stuff here and there, but as far as buying stuff to display, that I'm gonna keep in my collection, no. I know I am not going. I can't say there's no way because I spent over $75,000 this year or more on getting more G1 Transformers, G1 G.I. Joe, G2 G.I. Joe. I've spent well over 75 grand. I think it's safe to say over 150. I'm not tooting my own horn. I think over $150,000 I spent or more for this year, with a couple of hours left of it, on just the stuff I just mentioned. And you're probably like, get the fuck out of here, you're crazy. No. And I think that's an understatement. I definitely know it's way more than 75,000. And I won't be lying if I said I think it was well over 150 grand. Because I spent almost 21,000 just at the G.I. Joe show. Because I went there with 16. I ran out of money and I went to the ATM at least 4 times. And some people have Zelle. So I definitely know I spent about 21 grand all day. That's not including the hotel rooms and no. That's not even including that. That's just on G.I. Joe shit. And that's no lie. And then just on fucking whatnot. Too much. And I ain't talking about, and I'm not talking about, because I spent close to $35,000 on buying shit from video game guys like Skylar and 3 other people. I definitely put over $18,000 to $21,000 in that fucking dude's pockets alone, just on buying from him. And I've made money on the video game shit I got from him, so I would never sit here and say, oh, a lot of his shit didn't work and it was fucked up, but people fixed them anyway. But I've done well for 2025. I mean, I've spent everything I've made on just recycling. I mean, this year I definitely didn't save any extra money that I financially gained this year, but for 26, hopefully live to see. I plan on doing both this year. I plan on trying to finish or at least achieving more of my goals for the stuff I mentioned and having more financial money from this bullshit in the bank. That's my plan. And hopefully I have a more prosperous 26. I hope all of us have a more prosperous 26. But again, I vaguely think, well, I'm not going to say I vaguely think, I'm going to say I think that for 2025, I think I said the same thing when it comes to this. Because I think I had this stuff, I don't even remember, because I don't remember if, well, I know in early 2025, I had a lot of He-Man shit, and I think I sold all that, and was it 2024 or 20, I don't remember, but I do think that I've had the mass majority of this stuff for at least since late 24 or something like that. So regardless on what I did, I think I did say that because I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that because I don't like coming off like an asshole who assumes too much. But I think I did say for 2025, I would like to, if not complete, to have at least mass majority of everything I need to finish off these lines. So whatever that is, whether I said it or didn't say it or don't remember it or whatever, I would prefer. I'm getting extremely tired, you guys, and I'm a little worried about that, to be honest, because there's no reason why I should be feeling like this, but I do. So if you guys see a video from me later on, I made it. If not, I hope I at least make it into 26. Somebody might say, damn, bro, really? Yo, let me tell you something. You know when you don't feel like what you're supposed to feel. I don't think nobody knows that they're dying unless they're being tortured or, there's body trauma. You know what I mean? But I just feel very weird, and I've never said this before, and I'm saying it now. I don't know why, but hopefully I make it, to 2044 or longer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. To everybody out there, hope you guys have a good and great, prosperous 26, and I hope you guys end 2025 with a bang, and I hope you start your 2026 with a positive bang. I don't know why. Here it is. I'm getting so many people giving me a happy new year now. It's crazy. I'm sorry, let me just read this up. New year, new. See what I'm saying? All right, well, I just ran across a guy I knew years ago, back in 2010-11 when Hot Toys was at its peak. This little short Italian guy by the name of Frankie. So that'll be my second Frankie that I'm real cool with, who happened to be Italian, who collect 1/6 scale. Of course, my boy Frank, I knew him since before my oldest son was born. So I knew him for about 26 years now. This other Frank, I met him in 2010 or 2011, and he posted something up on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, it's from Brooklyn. Then I'm like, I start thinking, so I said certain things. I said, hey, this ain't the Frank. This ain't the Frank that. Well, I said some key words, and he texted me back hours later and said, yes, sir, it is. So I explained I explained to him who I was, and I was like, hey, it's Mike. I used to had a Mr. T haircut, and we started talking through Facebook Marketplace, and I sent him out my number, so he texted me his number. So I'm going to call him just to see how he's doing a little bit before I go to sleep. But anyway, you guys and girls out there, man, hopefully I get a new tooth for 26. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy and have a good, great, prosperous one, man. Happy New Year's, and keep on collecting.